Obi, I tell you, Peter Obi is a national candidate. You can't argue that. You can't. No matter how you try to pretend, Peter Obi is welcomed in every household. Honestly, and when this man speaks, you see that he has a computerized brain. This is the kind of person we want. Honestly, you will know that Peter Obi has leadership qualities. Anything you should be looking out for in any leader, you find it in Peter Obi. Honestly. So, guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, share it with your friends and families. Thank you.
How are we going to do it to ensure that this tax revenue comes in order to be able to build these sustainable goals? At the heart of it is you must secure and unite Nigeria. Today, Nigeria is among the fragile states, so security becomes paramount and critical. You must govern by rule of law and ensure that we fight what one of the candidates have mentioned, issue of corruption. At the heart of everything happening here in this country today is corruption. You have corruption of all sorts, corruption in terms of the way you appoint people to be in office by appointing incompetent people, corruption, the way we do our expenditure, corruption in terms of if you look at our subsidy today, it's virtually an organized crime. Today, our oil is being stolen by who? By people in government. And you can go on, and the heart of it is this. So you must remove a country and show that we must now have a country where there will be wealth with enterprise. In any country where government officials are richer or politicians are richer than business people, that country is finished. And that is what you're getting here. So you have nothing to account for. So for me, if you're going to talk about sustainability for economic development, is to start doing the right thing. What are we going to do? I've said my number one priority is to secure and unite Nigeria. People will tell you security is so difficult. It's not difficult. It's only in Nigeria that somebody kidnaps me and is phoning my brother, negotiating price. If I'm sick, he calls police, he calls doctor, they come and treat me. Everybody knows where we are, but except police. It's not acceptable. With technology and everything today, you know where the crime is taking place, and you can sort it out. We have to have the three-level policing, local government, state, and national. In terms of corruption, it is easy to fight. People make it look as if it's difficult. It is not. The box stops on your desk. If you yourself is not stealing, those around you are not, you reduce it by 70%. Two of my accountant generals are your member. You can go and ask them how much was missing in Anambra State. And it's very simple. This is what we want to translate. We want to be able to move the country from consumption to production. And when you come to moving from consumption to production, whenever I say move it from consumption to production, the first thing people ask is, what are you going to do? The greatest assets of Nigeria today is the vast uncultivated land in the north. If you put that land into production, it will make a difference. Yesterday, we had a professor who was delivering a lecture in Lagos, Professor Stephen of this thing, and he talked about Bangladesh and Vietnam, which was a basket case yesterday. And I told him how I've won all the fields of Bangladesh. Nigeria today, a country, when he finished that lecture, I joined somebody who was from Yobe State. And he said, in Yobe State, they cannot do. I said, Yobe State is 45,000 square kilometers of land. Yobe State is bigger than Netherlands. If you add Borno State, you have 115,000 square kilometers. That can go for half, a quarter of the entire land in Europe. Thereby, you have to be productive. If Netherlands can export 120 billion worth of agricultural goods every year at 33,000 square kilometers of land, Yobe State should do 1.5 times that. 1.5. And 1.5 is just about $2 billion. We're not asking for too much. 1.5% of that is $2 billion. And if you do $2 billion, at rate of exchange today is 1.3 trillion. Thereby, you shouldn't be going to here to take the share of your distance. So we want to move the country, make it productive, stop corruption. These are things you can use to stabilize your currency, which is collapsing today because you're not productive. You're not exporting anything. You're not selling anything. This is how you can pull people out of poverty. And the more you pull people out of poverty, the more you reduce criminality and be able to make the country sustainable. You cannot talk about sustainability in a situation where gangsters have taken over your country. You can't talk about sustainability when you have 33% unemployment. You can't talk about sustainability when you have 20 million out of school children. No, these are things you have to tackle first. As you're doing it and you mainstream the sustainability aspect of SDG into your mainstream, you will be able to drive the process. But in conclusion, as the professor said, he said, borrowing Linkwayon, you don't need too much of sophistication or written documents. All you need to do is to continue to do simple things consistently. And you get there. Thank you and God bless you.